Katie Ledecky is arguably the greatest swimmer ever. She's won 8 Olympic gold medals, has broken every major world record in women's freestyle swimming, and is one of the most dominant athletes in the world. In this video, we will show you what makes her so great by taking a look at the most impressive swimming performances of her career. This is the story of Katie Ledecky, the queen of the pool. It was August 2012 and Katie Ledecky was just 15 years old when she competed at the London Olympics. For a lot of people, competing at such a young age at the Olympics is already an achievement in itself. But for Katie, it was only the beginning of what would be an amazing week. She qualified for the final of the 800 meters freestyle where she touched the wall first. And in doing so, became the youngest swimmer to win an Olympic gold medal since ke-1972. She was in disbelief as she raised her arms in celebration. And it must have been a pretty special moment for her family watching in the stands. Her father, David, had actually been the one to push her into swimming in the first place after seeing Michael Phelps win 8 gold medals at the 2008 Beijing Olympics. So they were probably very proud at this moment. In the following days, she went on to claim 2 more gold medals in the 400 meters freestyle and the 4x200 meters freestyle relay. And she did so while breaking world records in both events. She was unstoppable in the pool. But her performance in the individual 200 meters freestyle final is something that really stood out. She stormed the gold in an American record time, but she had to hold off a fast-finishing Allison Schmidt to touch the wall first. This was another close race though, and Katie admitted afterward that she had not thought she could go faster. She said, "Inui had to go out really fast because I'm not a 200 specialist. Inui had to get ahead early and tried to hold on and just barely did." After winning all 3 of her individual events at the 2012 Olympics, many experts started talking about the possibility of her claiming 5 gold medals. This was because she had qualified for the 1500 meters freestyle, which was making its debut as an Olympic event. She cruised through the heats and won her semi-final by almost 3 seconds. Everyone expected her to dominate the final and she did. She was way out in front of the rest of the field as she touched the wall in an Olympic record time of 15 minutes, 25,46 seconds. She celebrated in style. After winning her 5th gold medal, she said, "It has been a dream of mine for as long as I can remember to be an Olympic champion. It still hasn't sunk in. I don't think it will for a long time." 4 years later, at the Rio Olympics, Katie was the favorite to win gold in all of her individual events. She won the 400 meters freestyle in 3 minutes 58,06 seconds. But it was much closer than expected as she held off the challenge of Sweden's Sarah Schoonmaker, who finished just 0,15 seconds behind her. Katie said after the race, "That was extremely tough. That was the hardest race I've ever swum. I knew coming in that it was going to be tough. The level of competition has really picked up in the last 4 years. It was definitely a battle between me and Sarah. We were pushing each other the whole way." She then went on to win the 800 meters freestyle in 8 minutes 4,79 minutes, which was not an Olympic record time, but still a very good swim. Once again, she dominated the 1500 meters freestyle and claimed her 3rd consecutive Olympic title in the event. She swam a time of 15 minutes 27,55 seconds, which was not only an Olympic record, but also a world record. She was so dominant in this event that she actually led from start to finish and no more other competitor even came close to touching her. After the race she commented, "It was kind of lonely out there, but I'm glad it was because it meant he was in the lead and it is a dream come true to go undefeated in Olympic individual events." And with that, Katie became the most decorated female swimmer in Olympic history with a total of 14 Olympic medals. At the World Championships, she has even more medals, including a silver from the 4x200 meter freestyle relay in 2013, a bronze from the 400 meter freestyle in 2015, a gold from the 800 meter freestyle in 2017, and a silver from the 400 meter freestyle in 2019. In 2016, she became the first woman to ever break the 4-minute barrier in the 400 meter freestyle. In fact, she's the only woman in history to have ever broken the 4-minute mark, an incredible accomplishment. But perhaps her greatest feat came in June 2022 when she broke the world record in the 1.500 meters freestyle at the World Championships in Budapest. She touched the wall in an astonishing 15 minutes, 35,36 seconds, beating her own world record from the 2017 World Championships by nearly 3 seconds. No more other female swimmer has ever been able to get anywhere near Katie's time, let alone beat it. Now, despite her obvious talent and the achievements, Katie is actually very humble. She doesn't like to focus too much on herself or her own accomplishments. She told reporters, "You don't want to think about yourself too much. You want to think about the sport. You want to think about your teammates and how you're representing them and representing the country." That is kind of what has made the last year specialist where they all working towards a common goal and thinking less about ourselves and what is best for the team. So now let's take a look at some of her training footage. This is how Katie spends her days when she's not competing. She works hard in the gym and the pool to maintain her position as the top freestyle swimmer in the world. In this clip, you can see her doing some underwater work. It's important for swimmers to develop their underwater technique, especially when it comes to the starts and the turns. By improving her underwater efficiency, Katie can make sure that she gets the most out of every stroke. Here you can see her working on her dolphin kick, which is essential for propelling herself forward when she's underwater. Of course, you can't forget about the freestyle arms either. And Katie is working on those here, too. Here's another clip of Katie working hard in the pool. This time she's doing some sprint work, which is important for her 400 and 200 meter races. Katie is known for her powerful and efficient stroke, and you can see here how she uses her whole body to generate momentum. She drives her fingertips into the water and reaches as far as she can before dropping her hands down to initiate the pull. Her body is streamlined and she uses her core to rotate as she pulls with her arms. Her legs are also active, and she uses a flutter kick to keep her moving forward. Katie's ability to maintain her form and the technique during sprint work is exceptional, and she's able to keep her stroke rate high without sacrificing efficiency. This is a key part of her success in the pool. And finally, let's take a look at one more training clip. This time it's some open water work. Open water swimming is a different challenge than pool swimming, and it requires a different set of skills. Katie is working on her siding here, which is important for maintaining a straight line and avoiding any obstacles. She's also working on her body position in the water, as well as her ability to breathe efficiently. Open water swimming can be disorienting, but Katie is focused and determined as she navigates the choppy waters. Overall, this is an inspiring look at one of the greatest swimmers of all time and how she spends her days when she is not competing. We hope you enjoyed this video and learned more about Katie Ledecky, the queen of the pool. If you did, please don't forget to subscribe so you never miss out on our future video. Thanks for watching and see you next time.